Can you hear me? Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Bodhi.
Good evening. All right. Now, ready to go?
Yeah, we can. We can go with our study.
Is there anybody to come or you're all here?
Yeah, Ini is here, and
Do you want me to wait for another few minutes or I can start?
yeah. Shall we go through firstly and with the 10
Yeah, we'll go slowly. Yeah. We'll go slowly with the the part we did yesterday and day before.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we go to the very first part. Again, the 10 defilements. Before going any further, I'll just go through that part. Again, Kama, Tanha, Rati. So you can remember in this order if you like, 3 at a time. Kama, Tanha, Rati. 3, first 3. Kama, Tanha, Rati. Raga, Lobha, Desha, Moha. The next 4. Because, or you can go with the first 4, then the next 3 if you like. Then the last 3, whichever way you like. Doesn't matter. Kama, Tanha, Rati, Raga. It's not difficult to remember. If you concentrate on that, it will come to your mind because it's happening to us every year and now it's happening at lower level. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
Ah, great. That's good. Yeah. So this part is why Buddha said this part, because when you get, when we get very, very angry, if a person gets very angry, this is how it happens. If a person doesn't know how it happens, would be able to realize or examine how it happens, which allows that person to control. Now, when I say control, if you can't, if my words are very difficult, just stop me. Okay, control. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Control means you can reduce the effect of that controlling. You reduce the effect of that process. The process. These are process. These are way of happening. A process. I'm just putting some extra words. There's a process which we have to really careful about, not to get into this trap. You know what a trap is? Is yeah, it's sort of a trap. Yeah, that's right. That's the term. So it's a trap. You have to
Right.
do away
Yeah.
with that. Yeah, we should not get into this trap. So when it comes to the first 3 or 4, we have to stop it some or other. Because if it is very strong, the attraction or retractions are very strong. You're on the track. Yeah, it's a process. It's sort of a process, but we have to stop it. Then we are okay. Otherwise, it will go down and we have to face the consequences, or the results are very, very dangerous. I would say very dangerous. Especially when it comes to lobha, dvesha, moha. These are the 3 terms that most of the people use in when they preach discourses. They use lobha, dvesha, or dosha, moha. Middle 3. Lobha, dvesha, moha. Lobha is trying to fulfill the requirement, the intention. Then the dvesha comes, which is some sort of irritation in the system. Irritation. Have you heard about that term?
Irritation.
Irritation. Yeah, that's right. So I'm using different words to make it irritation. So it's uneasiness. It's not easy to control because Buddha says it is not our fault. The fault is karma. Karma is giving all this trouble. So we have to be careful with karma. Karma, if the karma is so strong, then we will get into this trap or the problem. All right. So
Yeah.
finally, as I said, Krodha Vaira, Macharya, Krodha Vaira, the last three, you can see you're going to protect what you have collected from the first seven. What you have collected from the first seven, you are going to protect at 8, number 8. That is what it means. So we believe that the 7 points are right. They are helping me. That's what the system is telling us. But it is not, because it's going further and give us all these problems or the difficulties and dangerous outcomes or the dangerous results, as I said.
Yeah. Dangerous
Okay.
results. Yes.
Yeah, these bad results, because we don't want to get into that trap. So that's what Buddha is warning. Be careful, examine yourself, examine your system, examine your actions, be aware of these things, always be vigilant, always concentrate or contemplate. That is a bhavana, as you said. In other books, you may have heard about bhavana, meditation, or contemplation. Contemplate. Yeah, that's right. Bhavana. Yeah, Buddha used the word bhavana. You
How do you
can
spell
say
it?
contemplate.
Bhavana.
Bhavana, bhavana. Bhavana is, the Magadhi language, bhavana.
Oh,
Okay?
sorry. Okay.
Bhavana is contemplate. We'll come to that later. We are coming to that later, don't worry. So it will
Okay.
happen later. But right now, let us concentrate on these things. And we use that word, as you said, contemplate. Be vigilant.
Contemplate. Yeah.
Contemplate, be vigilant. Be, if you sit down and close your eyes and think about these 10 items and say to yourself, no, I'm not going to get into this trap. I know that it works in the, Kama, Tanna, Rati, first three will work, but I'm going to apply the brakes and stop it then and there. I'm not
Yeah.
that particular process to go any further and trouble me. All right.
Yes.
That's the way to look at it. All right. Let us go to the next topic, as I said, which is not difficult, but I'm not going very fast. I'm going very, very slowly. Now, the next topic says Pancha Nivarna Dharma. Now, the beauty of this is it is connected to the 10 defilements to a certain extent, but all straight away we can't see that. Yeah, you go to further down here. Next topic. Yeah, further down, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
Get down.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
the one. That's the one.
we will go to
Pancha,
yeah.
yeah, Pancha Nivarna Dharma means Dhamma, not Dharma. It's Dhamma. As you can see, Pancha Nivarna Dhamma. Don't. It's not used by Buddha as Dharma. It is Dhamma. Okay, it's Dhamma,
Yeah.
not Dhamma.
Pronunciation.
So the
Yeah, sound.
pronunciation is so important here. I'm stressing those things because when it goes to your mind, it stays there as Dhamma without Dharma. So don't get confused with Dharma and Dhamma, right? Two different things.
Okay.
Now, they are called as 5 hindrances. 5 hindrances in the fourth line on the top here, hindrances. That is how mentioned in the text. That is how it is mentioned in the text. What it says is there are 5 elements. 5 means, pancha means 5. You can see 5. 5 is pancha. In Mahagadi, pancha means 5. Okay?
Yeah.
Hindrances, we have 5 hindrances. So 5 is pancha. Hindrances is nivarana. Nivarana means hindrances, as it is. Nivarana. On the top, you can compare the pancha, nivarana, dhamma. 5 hindrances. Hindrances means, if I give so many words to that, 5 things which are stopping. For what? Stopping the calmness of the system. So the 5 elements are there which are stopping our calmness.
Calmness.
So
how to spell
calmness,
it, please?
calmness. Calm, becoming calm, peaceful, calm.
Oh, yeah. Calmness.
Calm,
Thank you,
yeah.
Daisy.
Calmness and peaceful. So it's not allowing us to make our system peaceful. Because when you are peaceful, you are happy. Buddha said it's a happiness. But that happiness is different to the temporary happinesses. Or you stop our calmness in the inner system. That's right. So it stops the calmness of the inner system. That's the bad part. So we have to look at who are the people, stopping calmness. These are the people according to Buddha. 5 elements, 5 people, I would say. I'm just using that word. But 5 items or elements are stopping the calmness. Now there's another term, Dhamma. Why Buddha said Dhamma? Now Dhamma has to be explained very broadly. It is a very important item because in most of the teachings of the Buddha, this term comes. This Dhamma term, Dhamma, not Dharma, it's Dhamma, as it is, as written there, Dhamma. Dhamma is, now we say Dhammang Saranang Gacchami. Have you heard about that? Dhammang Saranang Gacchami. Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. Have you heard about these things? Yes. Buddhang Saranang Gacchami. Dhammang Saranang Gacchami.
No,
Sanghang Saranang
never.
Gacchami. Yeah, you have heard about that. So you have used Dhamma there.
Okay.
Yeah, then there is another thing, it says Dhamma Padaya. There is a book called Dhamma Padaya. It is a book with 434 verses of the Buddha. It is Dhamma Padaya. So there also it says Dhamma. The term Dhamma comes. So Dhamma is Dhammanu Dhamma Patipanna. There's another thing called Dhammanu Dhamma Patipanna. That is a quality of a monk. Dhammanu Dhamma Patipanna, quality of a monk. That comes in the Dhammanu Dhamma Patipanna.
Quality of a monk, right?
Monk, yeah, venerable, yeah, monk or venerable, yeah. So Dhamma is a Dhammanu Dhamma Patipanna. There are few qualities of a monk given by Buddha in the Sangha Sobenti Sutra. There's a sutra called Sangha Sobenti. So I'm taking a little bit of time to explore this Dhamma term, which is so important. We don't have to rush, so we can go slowly. Dhammanu Dhamma Patipanna. In that one, it says there are few qualities Buddha says. So I'm not going to bring them here straight away, but I'm just touching that. Dhammanu Dhamma Patipanna is the last part. So Dhamma in real terms, what it says is what we contain in our system. If we contain bad things, cruel things, then that becomes Papa Dhamma.
Papa Dhamma, yes.
Papa Dhamma or unwholesome Dharma.
Unwholesome Dhamma, yes.
Dhamma, yeah, that's bad Dharma. Okay? If you contain that, that is bad dharma. If you contain good dharma, then is punya dharma, kalyana dharma. There are unwholesome dhamma. Unwholesome dhamma is bad. Wholesome is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have learned what is guna dharma, or it says guna dharma or good dharma or papa dharma. Papa dharma is unwholesome
Yeah.
dhamma, or unwholesome things that you contain in your system. For example, I'll give you an example. Say if there is a person who is always angry, right? That person is carrying papa dhamma. I
Papa
said
Dharma.
punya
Okay.
dharma. Yeah, papa dharma. If a person is always calm and peaceful, that person is having punya dhamma.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
punya dhamma and papa dhamma are given by, there's another term to punya dharma, kalyana dharma, but you don't have to worry about that now. We'll come to that later. So for the time being, let us concentrate on papa dhamma and punya dhamma,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now,
Yes.
if your system is calm, your system, now these are very important things I am repeating, because it has to be repeated, because this may be new to you. The way that you have learned may be different. So yeah, wholesome dhamma, that's right. Yeah, correct. That's correct, 100% right. So now just imagine if your system is calm, you're peaceful, right? Your system has got a, Buddha says there is a speed. There's a speed in this system.
So speed.
Yeah,
Suspicion.
there's a speed.
Speed.
It's like a vehicle. You know, vehicle, when you are driving the vehicle, it has got a speed. You go fast or you go slow.
Oh, speed. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
speed. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a speed. So in our system, there is a speed always, which we can't see, which we can't visualize, we can't feel, but there is a speed.
Exactly.
That's why I said, right? But if there is a speed, without our knowledge, there is a speed. Buddha says, if that speed is normal, natural, because when we were born as a child to this world, our speed is natural and very calm and neutral, because as you can see, a child doesn't care about the person. If he or she sees somebody, she laughs, he laughs, isn't it? Smiles. So
Mm-hmm.
there is the, small children has no anger within the system. That's why they are cute. Now
Yeah,
see,
just now you set an example for us, but I cannot follow up. Sorry. Is it possible for you to repeat that? Yeah, you just said smiling was
a
what?
small child has got a
Yeah.
speed in the system, but that speed is neutral and natural. I'm trying to
Oh,
figure out
yeah.
what the normal inherent speed is. Now see,
Exactly. Yeah. You mean that the baby?
inherent is here. That's the rewarded speed given to a child, but at birth
Yes. Yes.
it is
Yes.
rewarded by
Exactly.
the. So we had that. Now
Yeah.
what happening is, when we try to live in the world by associating the outside world, the sources and various people, animals, people, you name, things, commodities, everything, then our
Mm-hmm.
speed changes. It changes. I'm making it very simple. It changes. So our natural speed goes up and down.
Yes.
Yes. So
Fluctuate.
when it goes, when it goes high, right? That is dangerous. So what makes the speed? What makes the speed? Whatever we contain in the system interior. So if we contain hatred, or anger in the system to a certain extent, our speed goes up.
Yes.
Okay? So
Yeah.
that speed also affected our heart, heartbeat. Now see, I'm talking about biology, little bit of biology. So if the speed
What
is
kind?
higher,
Yeah.
the beat of the heart goes
Yeah.
fast.
Beat of the heart. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Buddha says the Dhamma is something like that if it is Papa Dhamma. If the Papa Dhamma is there itself,
Mm-hmm.
containment has got bad things, contaminated substances are there, within the system, and it has the power to increase the speed within the system. So that is called bad Papa Dhamma. Now, when you say Papa Dhamma, if you explain that, elaborate that, what it means is the contaminated things are sitting in my interior or the inner, and it giving me a higher speed,
Yeah. Higher
right?
speed. Yes.
Yeah, higher speed. But if I reduce that and bring that system if I calm down the system, if I bring down the anger as much as possible, it will reduce that speed little by little and come to the normal speed. Then I feel better. I feel
Yes.
happy.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
these how the Papa Dharma and Punya Dharma works together. So
Pop.
again, we have to be vigilant about that. Yeah, ask the questions if you have got any, please.
Yes, yes. So you mean that, yeah, if we do we're in the situation of Papa Dhamma, it means, yeah, our inner system speed will go high, right? Go up?
It goes up.
Yeah,
It
goes up.
depends on the degree of the anger you have got, the amount of anger you have
Oh,
got. So if the
yes.
anger is higher, speed is higher. If the anger
Yeah,
is lower, speed is lower. But
yeah.
Buddha is asking us to keep the speed at a lowest level, neutral level. So all
Uh,
the arahants, Buddhas, their speeds are, constant, no change. Whether somebody comes and blames the Buddha or somebody comes and praises the Buddha, Buddha's speed won't change.
yes, exactly.
It's neutral, because there
Neutral. Yes,
because
yes.
attachment, there's no attachment towards the person who is praising, no attachment. The person who is blaming, no repulsion. So
Mm-hmm.
attachment or repulsion is not there. That is what we said karma, because they have the Buddhas and the Arahants have thrown away, eradicated the karma. They are not living with karma. How
Yes.
wonderful! How wonderful it is if we can do
Yes,
that.
yes. Yeah, well,
You can
looking
imagine
forward
that.
to. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
How
that's
wonderful.
why we all trying our best to become calm. Then the speed drops. Then our system is very healthy system, and always have a good, nice face, smiling face. Then it will help the others as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that is Dhamma. Now see, Dhamma is, I'm trying to explain all those things in very short, note here, but it, counts everything, because it's the speed and the containment, what contains in the system. Now see, this disturbance progressively makes the inner system immoral, aggressive, vicious, brutal, eventually violent as the magnitude of the speed increases up to its peak. If it goes higher and higher and higher, now, okay, the good example is, as I said yesterday, the Angulimala. That Angulimala who killed, 999 people, came
Mm-hmm.
running towards the Buddha to kill Buddha to make it 1,000.
Yes, yes.
Buddha
Makes
said,
sense.
Buddha said, I have stopped please stop. Buddha asked him to stop. So what Buddha asked him to stop is the speed,
Yes.
not physically stopping the. It's not like running behind and stopping there. No, not physically stopping the body of the person. No, it is the inner.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Inner
inner
has to
speed.
be.
Inner
Yes,
speed.
inner
Yeah.
speed. Yeah. So I have stopped the speed. You better do the same thing. Then he did that because he was so intelligent. He's an intelligent person, so he knew what Buddha is telling at that point. He stopped that. Angulimala.
Yeah, angry Mara. Yes, good
Angulimala.
example.
Angulimala.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Buddha
So
told
when
us
you read that in
to
the
calm down.
yeah, so it's the way Angulimala became a monk and he became an arahant, and he became a very famous arahant because he turned around the entire life towards peace. Okay,
Yeah.
so Dhamma now, Punya Dhamma, Papa Dhamma, now Pancha Nivarna Dhamma. So these are, Buddha is talking about bad Dhamma. 5 hindrances, 5 Pancha Nivana Dhamma. Bad Dharma is the thing that Buddha is talking about, not the good ones. Because if you have got the good ones, no use, no problem, because you don't have to learn anything because your system is peaceful. If it goes the other way only, we have to learn and see how to reduce that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before reading everything here, now there is another thing here. As you can see, Bodhi Pakshika Dhamma. So Bodhi Pakshika Dhamma means, it's another term given by Buddha. Bodhi is here, it says intellectuality. Pakshika means the intellectual peace, person who is looking for peace. Pakshika means that Dhamma. That means what type of Dhamma is for an intellectual person who is looking for peace. That is what it means. But I'll come to that later. It's too early. All right. So let us concentrate on this. Going back to where we were. Now, very first thing of the hindrances or the things that protecting this
Yeah,
calmness.
yeah,
Kama
calmness.
Chanda. Kama Chanda is the first item. It's on page 10. Little bit down.
Page
Down.
10. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
just
Kama. Yeah.
I didn't follow up you about the just now you mentioned the Bodhi Pank Shi Ka Dhamma.
Yeah. It comes later. Bodhipakshika Dharma. So it says the Pakshika means supporting, supportive, supportive
Sabodi.
Dhamma, supportive Dhamma to become an peaceful person.
Yeah. Okay. Peaceful. Peaceful person.
Peaceful, yeah, peaceful person, or calm person, peaceful
Calm
or calm
person.
person. To become a person calm, the Buddha has mentioned a certain amount of Dhamma which are in the 37 Dhamma, which we come to later.
37. Yes, 37.
30,
Sense
you may
chi.
have heard about
Oh,
37 Dhammas, yeah.
yeah.
Bodhipakshika
I
Dhamma.
got it. Yeah, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
That's all right. So it's a pleasure. Now, first one, we'll go to Kama Chanda. Just go a little bit down, please. The 5 hindrances. Yeah,
Karma Chanda.
Chanda.
Okay.
You can say Kama Chanda. Now, see, you have heard about Kama. This is added another part to that Kama, because Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Loba, Desha, Moha, Machari, Krodha, Vaira is the part we learned. So we are going to bring that to figure out what this is. Find out what this is. Make sense? Now see,
Sorry.
we learned previously 10 defilements. We can't forget that. We
Yeah,
can't forget that.
I will
So
not. Yeah.
yeah, we can't forget that, because these are all combined together, linked together, right? So Buddha
Yeah.
has said something here is exactly the same somewhere there, but different terms Buddha has used, but
Oh,
saying the
different
same
terms.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's more exaggerated, or more expanded, so that we can yeah, different terms, but it can be it's just to elaborate what he said in the previous section or the defilements. Now, as we know, 10 defilements are also preventing our calmness, of course. But Buddha specifically said these things. Why? I'll tell you why. Because first one is Kama Chanda. That means if a person is supporting Karma, that means, Chanda means voting. Vote, you put a cross to vote for a person. In an election, you put a cross in the ballot paper to vote somebody. Can you remember? I don't know whether.
Sorry, I cannot. Oh, sorry, I
Okay.
cannot.
There are elections in the world in various to elect the president or the prime minister to elect.
President. Yeah,
Yeah,
president. Yeah,
president or the prime minister. So they
prime
have
minister.
elections.
Election.
Elections.
Yes.
Yeah. What we do, we go to the polling booth and put a cross in the
Oh,
ballot
yeah.
paper. Yeah. So we say, I like this person. Or somebody says, I like that person. So in front of that name, you put a cross.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You are choosing a
Yeah,
person,
choosing something.
selecting a person. Yeah.
择法题. Yeah, yeah, got it.
So that is the same meaning here, Chanda. Chanda means you are choosing. What you are choosing, Karma. Now see, it says Kama Chanda. You are not choosing somebody else, but if a person is choosing Kama, that is called Kama Chanda.
Yeah,
The very
got
first
it.
term means selecting or choosing Kama. That is
Yeah,
called
choosing calm.
Kama Chanda. Kama Chanda. If you divide into
Calm,
two
chanda,
parts,
choosing calm.
Kama
择法.
Chanda. Chanda means selecting or choosing Kama. Selecting Kama is Kama Chanda. So I have
Yeah,
written there, selecting the objects with a lot of intention to gain happiness. So that means the person is selecting the karma, karma. Because to gain happiness, selecting things. So if that person selects those things, okay, it is the same as in the karma. We said in the 10 defilements, karma. But here is strongly selecting, strongly believing, strongly. Now see, if a person selects a person as the president, you believe that person is going to do good for the society, something like that here. So
yes.
we are selecting the karma,
You're
believing
selecting the
that
karma.
karma will help us.
Yeah,
Believe that karma will help us for our all problems, sorrowfulness, hey, our all difficulties, karma is going to help us. So that's why Buddha said karma chanda. It has got a very big meaning.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So when that is selected, karma is selected, the vyapada, next one is vyapada. Vyapada.
Vyapada. Vyapada.
So you can write in your language if you like, so that you can remember. Kama Chanda Vyapada. If you want, you can write it in your language. So that you can.
Vyapada. Yeah, please
Vyapada. Or if
explain.
you can
Yeah,
remember, it's okay. Vyapada. Vyapada. Okay, because I used to write in my language. This is not my language. So I used to write all these things in my language first. Then only I wrote it in English.
Yeah, yeah, it's better.
Because this is Magadhi. So Magadhi is not my language. So it's Korean
Yes.
language. So I wrote 10 books in my language. I wrote 2 books in English so far.
So what's your language?
Sinhalese in Sri Lankan language.
Sri
It's
Lankan
called
language.
Sinhalese.
So
Yes,
you know
Sinhalese.
Magadhi. You know Magadhi very well.
Yeah.
I mean that you know
Magadhi.
the Buddha's speaking English, speaking word very well. Magadhi.
All right. Magadhi is Magadhi. Is living in, is he living in, is a person or what?
Sorry. I mean that
I,
yeah. You introduced the Magadhi, right? Magadhi language. The Buddha said,
Magadhi.
Magadhi.
Magadhi
Oh,
language.
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah,
about to
Magadhi.
confuse you. Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. We make mistakes. So we make
So,
mistakes and learn. That is how it happens. So how
so
many mistakes I have made in my life? So many mistakes. So it's all right.
yeah,
You go on. It doesn't matter. It's good. So
Magadhi.
Magadhi language. Yeah,
Magadhi. Okay. Yeah, so
Magadhi
you know
language is
Magadhi well?
Buddha's language.
Yeah,
Uh,
Buddhist language.
I'm not expert on Magadhi, but I know something to deal with the sutra. I can read a
Uh,
sutra and figure out what Buddha was telling.
I see. Thank you so
There are
much.
80, there are 18,000 sutra in the books, 18,000. I have not read
18,000.
18,000. 18,000. They have,
Mm-hmm.
preserved 18,000 books.
Oh,
Sutra, sorry. 18, no, not 84. 1 8. 1
one
8.
eight, 18. Yeah.
1,000. Yeah,
So
18,000 sutra. Okay. So
yeah.
I have read about, say, 20, 25 out of 18,000. Not much.
Mm-hmm.
But I have read the
Yeah, you're humble.
very important sutra I have read. I have read very important sutra like, Ratana Sutra, Karaniya Metta Sutra.
Mm-hmm.
You have heard about this Karaniya Matta Kusalena Yantang Santam Padang Abhisamicca Sakko. Have you heard about that?
Never.
Never. Okay.
No,
So
sorry
that's a
about that.
famous sutta, Karaniya Matta Kusalena Yantan Santam. I can read that whole thing, in Magadhi sound. It's called, Yantan Santam Padang Abhisamicca Sakko Ujucha Sujucha Suacho Chasamudu and all, it's going further and further, and I can explain the meaning of that, as well. But I have picked these things.
Mm-hmm.
These are the basic things a person who really likes to learn Buddha's teachings. So these are the this is the foundation. So
Foundation.
I was trying
Yeah.
to figure out which are the things that a person should learn to put a foundation to his or her mind about Buddha's teaching. So this is the foundation. So the first
Yes.
thing is 10 defilements. Then you go to 5, hindrances. Then you go to
Hindrances.
10, yeah, then you go to 10 fetters. Then you go to 5
Enlightenments.
aggregates and so on. It's in the book,
Aggregate.
right?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
I have put them in that order in the very first page. The contents page. You can see how it is put together. Anyway, now
Yeah.
if I go back to where we said, Kama Chanda, if a person is voting or choosing Kama,
Karma.
the next thing happen is that person's system get agitated or excited or
Agitated. Yeah.
agitated. Agitated means, it's it's
Speed
not
up.
educated, agitated. AG,
Agitated.
yeah, agitated.
Agitated.
I'll give a different term. Yeah, yeah, agitated. That's right,
Yeah.
agitated. That means,
Agitate. Yes.
yeah, that's the right. You know what it is. So it's, a very uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
System is unsteady. It's not steady. Hard
Yeah,
to
not
control.
steady. Yeah, out of
Again,
control. Yeah.
remember that it's if the Kama Chanda is very strong, right? Not very lightly. If it is very strong, then the agitation is very strong. That's what Buddha said. Out of control.
Yeah, yeah.
So that means Vyapada, once that person is adhered to a bond with the Kama Chanda, bond, you know what bond is? Glue. As I said yesterday, gluing.
Glue.
Sticking.
Yeah, the chemical.
Sticking. Yes,
Sticky.
sticking.
Very sticky
Yes,
thing. Yeah.
yeah, sticking. Yeah, that's right. So Kama Chanda, then you get, yeah, that's right, gluing. Then Kama Chanda Vyapada. Vyapada means the system get excited, unsteady, out of control. Then that Dhamma, the things that is within the system get, agitated. Then the speed jumps up. As I said, there's a speed in the system always. There's a, it oscillate, fluctuate, it changes the system. So the excitement can fluctuate, to extreme happiness and the sorrowfulness. You get both, happiness,
Yeah.
temporary happiness and the sorrowfulness, going together. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
speed, then
exactly.
the speed comes. Now, because this system is an energetic power, this has got energetic power. So if that power is running, so this system is running through that power, sorry. So therefore you get speed. It can, emerge speed, bring up speed. So
Yeah.
that speed increases and decreases.
Yeah.
Make sense? So
Yes, makes sense.
then you become, or the person who is with that becomes agitated and tina midda. Tina midda is the next one. I'll go to the next one and come back. Because only 5 are there. It's not that difficult. Only 5 items. Tina midda is because they are well connected to each other, cause and effect. It says it's like, that person is fond of that. No, that's what I said. It's intoxicated. I don't know whether you can understand what intoxication means.
Intoxicated. How do you spell it?
Okay, I'll put it this way as an example. Now see
Oh,
if a
yeah,
person
right. Yeah. Intoxication. Yeah, intoxication. Yeah,
intoxication
similar.
means, yeah, it's like,
Draw.
if a person is fond of drinking, these drinks, strong drinks, so they go mad.
Yeah,
Some people
I know
used to
it.
drink, heavy drinkers, hot
Mm.
drinks, then they go, intoxicated, too much of drinks. So something like that, Buddha has explained here, get intoxicated with that, Kama
Yeah,
Chanda.
yes. Intoxicating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, intoxication. Yeah, you heard about that term, I think.
yeah.
Okay?
I did. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it develops according to the gravity of that particular vyapada, depending on the how strong that vyapada is, that agitation is, then that person fall into that, thereby the system paralyzes. That paralyze means, it's not working properly.
Yeah,
System is not paralyzed. Those are the terms.
yeah. Working
So,
properly, such as
yeah,
the
so now
disabled.
see, disable, that's right. Disable, correct. Good word. Yeah, that's right. Simple word is disable. So, or unable to work properly, disable, paralyzed. Okay, so it's so many things. So that humanistic system endures such unfortunate changes with respect to the scope of that. That's the amount of that vyapada given by, or driven by kama chanda. Now see, I'm explaining those two words again on top, because that's the cause, these the cause, and that's the result, tinamidda. So it's kama chanda, vyapada, tinamidda. Kama chanda, vyapada, tinamidda. Now, okay, I'll come to the next two because so important. Then comes the Uddacha Kukkucha, two words given by Buddha together. Okay, so there's a, so it's going up and down, uncontrollable. Sometimes you can control, sometimes you can't control. So it's going this way, that way. Uddacha Kukkucha, it goes up, it goes down. It's like a wave going up and down and up and down. Okay.
Okay.
I'll come back to that again. Don't worry. Then the
Okay.
last one is vichikicha. Vichikicha is doubt, doubtful.
Yeah.
Okay, don't read that. Just listen to me. Don't read that because you might get
Okay.
confused. What it says is, because after explaining you can read later. Doubtful. Now see what Buddha says. That's the last one. So what Buddha says is, if a person is choosing karma chanda is choosing karma, that person has to live the life with lot of doubts. Make sense? The fifth one. So if a person is having a lot of karma beliefs about karma, then that person has to live the life with lot of doubt.
Exactly.
Living the life.
Yeah.
You can put it to any system and see how the people behave in the society. So you can see that. So that is what Buddha says. That's the danger. So when the doubt comes, now see, when the doubt comes into the system, all of a sudden the fear creeps in. The fear, fear, scared, fearful. Yeah, that's right. Uncertainty, not sure, right? Fear, don't know what will happen next. So we can't separate doubtfulness and the fear. We can't separate them. They both come together. Make sense?
Makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. So it's karma chanda. If somebody is voting for karma, or selecting karma, or choosing karma as the savior, think that karma is going to save us, that person has to face the vichikicha, or doubtfulness, and the fearfulness together. So in these 5 items, 5 pancha nivarna dhamma, what Buddha says is, in short, if a person selects that karma or choose that karma, the life becomes fearful and doubtful, which is very, very stressing. It's a big problem. Can you understand it? Can you understand what I am here? Good. So it says kamachanda, vyapada, tinamidda, uddacha, kukkucha, vichikicha. But it goes along that process, but finally gives that result. Uncertainty in life, doubtful.
Yeah, doubtful in
Right?
life.
Always living with doubt, which is a big barrier on the head, big headache. In short, now let us go to what we learned earlier and see what it says and what this says. Now see, what Buddha has done here is, He says Kamachanda gives you Vyapada, agitation. But in the 10 defilements, Buddha says Kama goes along that. Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Lobha, Desha. Desha means, Desha is agitation again. And, it's the dosha which is, comes from the system, is getting agitated with compression, squeezing, and warming up and vibration of the system. So you can see in that part, Buddha expanded. Here, Buddha is straight away saying Kamachanda brings Vyapada. But he uses a different term, Vyapada, instead of using Dvesha. Moha, Macharya, Krodha, and Vaya. So it's a different way of explaining, but more or less the same thing. You're with me, or it's difficult? Is it difficult to grasp? Doesn't matter, we can go through that again.
Yeah, I can follow you. You just say via pada. It means dosha, desha, right? It means
Yeah, because
agitate,
it's anger, ill will, anger. Now
anger.
see, anger, ill will, it's like, becoming a sick person, in other words.
Yeah,
Because
a
if a
sick
person
person.
is having anger, that's a sickness, that's sort of a sickness. It's a
Yeah,
sickness.
sickness. Yeah,
It's not
sickness.
medically people say it's a sickness, but it's a sickness. Because if a person is always angry, it's not good for the system. It's not
Exactly.
good.
Yes, it's not good. So you mean that there are different terms, but they have the similar meaning, right?
That's right. Similar meanings, but different terms. Now, once you go further into the other parts, you can see, because you have to look at very broadly what Buddha said. That is what we both did. We were examining all these things. Now, see, nearly 12 years, we were reading, writing in our language, in English. Then we thought about it. We put into our system. We looked at the things, happened in the past when we were small, when we were young, how many mistakes we did, why we got angry, why we shouted at various people those days at school. So we compare those things with what Buddha said, and finally we found, yes, this is what has happened those days to us. Can you understand what I said?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So no more. Now see, I have to tell you, we have married for 42 years now. We haven't had any harsh word among us. No arguments, no harsh words. Just the
You
life is moving.
so
We both,
you both,
with my
yeah,
wife.
doctor. You
Yeah,
and two Doctor Bodhi.
yeah, Bodhi and Bodhi's wife
Oh,
had no
Bodhi's one.
arguments. Yeah, wife and me had no arguments, no harsh words, no bad words among us.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
for 4 years, right?
42 years.
42 years.
42.
Incredible.
Yeah, so that's why we were able to write these things, because what we practice is written here. Yeah, that's right. 42 years of married life. No
Oh,
arguments.
yeah,
So
amazing.
it helped me. Buddha's teachings help us. Can imagine.
Yes,
Thank you.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
If we
that
believe
word.
in Buddha, yeah, if we believe
Yeah.
in Buddha, we can achieve that.
Practice what Buddha said, but we practice what Buddha said very strongly.
Yes.
Yeah. If one is going out of track due to some other reason, those days, when we were young, then the wife is there to help me put it into the right track. If you know, So it's
you are in the
mutual
right.
understanding, mutual understanding. Okay. So let us go to this again, right? This 5. We have got another few minutes, so I'll go through this again. Kamachanda, Vyapada, Tinamidda, Uddacha Kukkucha, Vichikicha. There are 5 elements. Earlier one we had 10. Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Loba, Desha, Moha, Machariya, Krodha, Vaira. That's the first one we had. Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Lobha, Desha, Moha, Acharya, Krodha, Vaira. Now, that 10 is elaborating how Kama is taking up to Vaira or retaliation. That's the verse 10 explained to us. Here, explaining if you select Kama, if you choose Kama, your life becomes fearful and, doubtful and suspect the people, suspect the world, and it's very hard to move along the life because it's too strong. Kamachanda won't believe, won't believe these things. Then what happens is live with vichikicha, doubtful and fearful life. This is fairly bad because then you can't. It's very difficult to do day-to-day work. So again, Buddha is warning us, don't get into that trap. Again, there's a trap here. The term that I used earlier. Yes. So don't allow this to happen. But then see how your system is. Your system is very peaceful. Your blood pressure is normal. Your speed in the system is very normal. You feel better. Then when your speed is less, you eat less. Buddha says when the speed is less, you tend to eat less. When you eat less, your sicknesses will die out. No, not very many sicknesses you get. Can you understand what I said?
Yes,
So
yes,
the
I
benefits
totally
are
agree
there.
with you. Yeah. Would you like to repeat that? I think it's very interesting. And we also study on this topic recently. So could you repeat that?
Yeah. Kama Chanda is, these are the 5 hindrances which are stopping the Pancha Nivarna Dharma. I'll go to the heading. 5 barriers obstructing, preventing calmness of the inner system. That's what I have given in this book. So if you go to the top, Pancha Nivarna Dhamma. What is contained in our system? Now, the Dhamma, if we contain in our Dhamma, in our system, Dhamma, Papa Dhamma is Kama Chanda. If we put Kama Chanda into our system, make sense? If we put
Yes.
Kama Chanda into our system, then it becomes Dhamma. Kama Chanda becomes the Dhamma. It is sitting there.
Yes.
So that Dhamma becomes Papa Dhamma. So
Papadama.
then we have to go through these 5 steps.
Yeah,
So
5
we have to
steps.
go, system goes through these 5 steps, one after the other. So these are all preventing or stopping the calmness. So
Yes.
unnecessarily, you put that one into the system. I'll give you an example. This is a quite interesting example given by Buddha. That's fantastic example. Now
Yeah.
see, you have seen bush fire in the bush or in the forest. 2 stems of 2 trees rubbing together, right? Two trees when the wind comes, these 2 trees are bending and they are rubbing together, right?
Yeah.
Then when it rubs very fast, the fire starts. The entire area get blown out, and the fire can destroy the entire area. Okay?
Yes.
You
Yes.
know what I mean? That's example. That's the Buddha's example. So in the forest, thick jungle, it's a very thick jungle, two two you know two trees, their stems or the branches can wipe together or
Yeah.
rub together.
Wrap together.
And
Yeah.
when it comes here, due to the wind, when the wind is very high, then the fire begins and the entire part get destroyed. So Buddha said, it's similar thing is happening in our inner system. If you choose Kama Chanda strongly, that's the example given by Buddha, which is a very important and interesting example. Kama Chanda. So
Mm-hmm.
that came to my mind, that's when I'm talking. So it's Pancha Nivarna Dhamma. So that stops the calmness. So calm, now that, rubbing is unnecessary. Buddha says, now see, that's unnecessary thing is happening in the forest.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's happening. So why we make a similar thing, unnecessary thing within our system? That's what Buddha is asking that question.
Yes.
Why unnecessary we are going for this karma chanda and burn ourselves inside?
Yeah,
That's what
I'm clear now. Yes, thank you so much. And just now you mentioned, yeah, something about eat less. Yeah, if we keep our, yeah, if you keep our system, inner system in calmness, and we can eat less.
yeah,
So yeah,
calmness.
yeah,
You
please.
you reduce the speed. You reduce the speed. You know,
Yeah,
eat less. Yeah, eat less means when person is calm. Now see, you have heard about Buddha used to go, arms round and get the food, come to the place where he, lives and eat that. You have heard about that? So he goes arms round to collect the food.
yeah. You mean go to the
Yeah.
cities, go to the people, go to
Yeah,
the
and they collect
like
the
the
food,
food.
but when it comes to the right amount, comes back
Yeah,
and eat
yeah.
that. So the Buddhas and the Arahant and these people, they don't need that much of food to eat because their system is so calm.
Yes, yes, exactly. Got it. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
what it says, because we are
yes.
not come to that stage yet, but we are trying our best to become very calm as much as we can, right? So if we can achieve that level, of course we can feel our hungriness is is reducing. Don't
Yes,
eat too
yes.
much. Don't
Yeah,
feel
less
we don't feel
energy,
eating
less
too much.
fuel.
Yeah. We don't feel eating too much. But I'm not telling to not to eat. You have to eat, of course. But you have to put the right amount. There is another interesting part in Mahasatipatthana Sutra. Buddha says about eating, but that's fantastic. But I can't bring it here because when we discuss those things later, maybe a few months later, I'll bring that up because those are very very interesting things Buddha said. Buddha's knowledge is unbelievable knowledge Buddha had when you look at
Unbelievable.
these things.
Yes, exactly.
Unbelievable. I don't know how Buddha has said these things by using terms in that manner, in a systematic manner, putting Kamachanda first, then the Vyapada. So what Buddha said here is exactly what Buddha has experienced when he was, living as a ascetic to figure out the real truth of this world. So
Yes,
Buddha
aesthetic.
found this, yeah, and to put it into words, Buddha never write these things because it's not a written language. Magadhi is not a written language, no vocabulary, as I said. It has got terms only. Then Buddha said to the people, when you say karma, I mean this, but you mean something else. But I mean this
Yes,
according to my finding. So Buddha not change. Buddha used the same terms and the words during that time they were using, but Buddha gave different meanings to propagate these, teachings. And
yes, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully, yes, I can
Wonderful.
understand you. Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful.
So yeah, okay. So it's Kama Chanda. Okay, I'll finish this. Kama Chanda. Then
Mm-hmm.
Vyapada is when we support Kama, Chanda means supporting Kama or selecting or choosing Kama. Vyapada comes. That means, we get sick. We can't, some sort of bonding with that quite strongly. Then what happened is system get agitated,
Yeah,
and
agitated.
very
Yes, very
uncomfortable,
angry.
yeah,
Very
uncomfortable.
angry.
Then the speed goes up. Inside the speed goes up because we contain that Kama Chanda. When we contain Kama Chanda, it works, in that manner. We can't help because we are believing Kama Chanda, then it works within the system in this manner. So speed goes up, speed up the system, then give all this trouble, and then we have to live a life with doubt and suffering and fearful suffering. That is what Buddha says dukkha. That is dukkha. That is, living with fear and, doubt is dukkha. I just touched that, it is not given here. But later, at a later stage, you find it.
Okay.
All right?
And
Happy with
yeah,
that?
I think yeah, a bit fast for me tonight. So is it possible for you to slow down tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll go through that again slowly, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, slowly.
Yeah, I'll go
Because
through the same thing slowly, yeah, because Kamachanda is supporting the Kama because we discussed the Kama in the previous lecture and the previous one. So Kamachanda Vyapada means, it's explaining in the in the other one, Vesha. So if
the
you understood about Vesha,
affection. Yeah.
same scenario here, same situation here. Only
Okay.
only thing introducing here is Buddha says our speed, neutral speed goes up.
Neutral speed goes up. Yeah. Okay.
In the system get agitated, speed goes up, uncomfortable. Then finally we have to, so it jumps up and down. Then we have to the newcomer is the fearful,
Beautiful.
doubtful life. Fearful
Doubtful.
and doubtful life. Actually, it's a doubtful life, but it has got fear as well. It's combined with fear as well. When there's a
Yes.
doubt, there's a fear. Now, I'll give you another example. Now, see, you have seen if you go to a sanctuary to see the birds and the other animals, you can
Mm-hmm.
see the animals moving around, and when there is a pond, animal can come and drink some water. When that animal is drinking water, always looking at that side, this side, to see whether there is some danger. So that is doubt and the fear. So the
Yeah.
animal always has got doubt and the fear. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because something like that. That is what Buddha says, Vichikicha. Doubt and the fear. I put the fear here because Vichikicha, you can't have doubt without fear. If there is a doubt, there is a fear.
Yes.
They are come together. So we can experience that by our system, by ourselves. Why not?
Yes. So would you like to pronounce these 5 words again? And I
Yeah.
think we. Yeah. Okay. Please.
Yeah. Kama Chanda. Kama
Karma.
Chanda. Kama Chanda. Kama Chanda. Now see, the first part is Kama, other one is Chanda. They're both together, joined together. Buddha joined that together and say Kama Chanda. So it's Kama Chanda. Kama Chanda. Kama Chanda. If you say Kama Chanda, is okay. Kama Chanda. Kama Chanda. Kama Chanda. First one. Second one is Vyapada. 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 Kamachanda Vyapada. Kamachanda Vyapada. Kamachanda Vyapada. Then the third one is Tinamidda. 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 Then you get two words, Uddacha Kukkucha, going up and down, moving up and down. Uddacha. Uddacha means going up, Kukkucha means going down. Uddacha Kukkucha, the speed, how the speed works, fluctuation. Uddacha Kukkucha. Kamachanda Vyapada Tinamidda Uddacha Kukkucha. So actually speaking, when person select Kama Chanda, then the anger comes. Due to the anger, Tinamidda, that wraps around the system and it makes you sick or, as you said, disabled. Tinamidda. So disability, not able to do the things that that person did in the past or before that.
Yeah,
Then
the last,
I
yeah.
can give an example, say somebody is doing something very good, calm, he's living. Okay, put it like this way. Okay, somebody is in front of the house and sitting there. I'm just giving an example, practical example. I just came to my mind. So he sees in the tree, say jack tree or any other tree or mango tree or something like that, somebody is picking the, without permission, somebody is picking the mangoes. Okay. So then what happens? Kama Chanda, because that person is focused on, on that tree. That person thinks that it is my tree, no one can touch it, attached to it. Then when that person sees somebody comes and, picking the mangoes, Vyapada comes, the anger, right?
Yeah.
Then there is a sort of, disturbance in the system. Get annoyed and the system is not normal now because he or she is sitting there and reading a book, very calmly sitting there, all of a sudden sees this and going through this one, all of a sudden, then when the speed goes up and down, then the doubt comes. What to do? Whether to, shout at him or not, or do something, call the police or what. So that's something like that. So I can
Yeah.
give you some example in that manner. So it's too much of attachment, then the anger comes, then, you get what you call, system get disabled. Not disabled means it can't work the way it worked earlier. It's
Yes.
disturbed, it's like some, if you get if you disturb, you're disturbed. It's like,
Disabled.
not
Disturb.
disabled or disturbed or, system is, now see, when you are concentrating in the room and you are reading something, all of a sudden, huge if somebody is shouting, then it disturbs you, isn't it? And you
Yes.
can't go on. So something like that. So it's disturbed, that Kamachanda Vyapada are disturbing us. So therefore, what happens? Our speed goes up and down inside without knowledge. We don't know. We were thinking what's happening to me, but I can't, figure out what it is because it's happening. Speed goes up and down without our knowledge. Then suspicion: who is doing this? Who is shouting? Who is this? That suspicion, fear. Is it going to attack me or somebody else?
Yes.
Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
So it's, you have to get an example and put it to this one. Then only you can visualize that situation and put what Buddha said is, quite correct.
Yes. Thank you so much. And so
Okay.
is it, so
Yeah,
what
thanks for
what's
listening. Thanks for listening. I have to say thank you very much for listening. Very patiently, you all are listening, which is great. I had to admire that.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
actually, Doctor, because yeah, your contribution to us and especially your time and your knowledge, your wisdom. Thank you so much. And so what's the plan for tomorrow? Study plan?
We can have a break if you like tomorrow, and we can come on Monday if you like.
Actually,
If not, I don't mind. I don't mind coming tomorrow. It's up to you. But I thought you are tired. You may have got tired by listening to this. Too much. I don't know. Otherwise, I can come. No problem.
so
I have no
you
problem.
do you need time to have a rest or something else?
Hmm?
You need to take a break during the weekend? You
I
need
thought.
time.
Yeah, I thought better to skip tomorrow and go to Monday if you like.
Okay. Yeah, so tomorrow we can do some review. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, that's right. I just go through these two very leisurely. Don't rush. Very slowly, right?
Yes, slowly.
And bring up all the things that you couldn't understand. I can go to 10 defilements and the 5 hindrances. I'm not going any further because the next one has got 10, which is pretty long one. No, 5.
Pretty long.
5
Okay.
Panch Upadanaskandha is, I need at least 2 days or maybe 3 days to explain that because that's so important. So I would say tomorrow we'll have a break. You can relax and go through this leisurely and come on Monday, right? We go on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 3 days at a stretch, and we can put another break later if you want. How that sound is good?
Yes,
Is it all
yes,
right?
fun is good. Yeah, because I think, yeah, we will respect you, listen to you, and because, yeah, we are students. You're students. Okay.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's a very wonderful. We are very very happy to have discussions to spread the Dhamma because this Buddha's teachings, it's in our blood now. It works, in our system. So we are so happy, I would say.
Yes,
Great.
exactly.
Have a group like you, it's wonderful. Very
Yes,
good.
wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your contribution again.
All the best. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right.
You can.
Yeah, thank you
Okay.
again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. You can off because I don't know how to off this one. Sometimes
Oh,
it
I will
doesn't.
do it. I will do it.
Okay.
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 See you.
Okay.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
And
Good
see you
night.
next Monday, right?
Next Monday. Yeah. Definitely next Monday. Okay. No doubt.
Okay. See ya, everybody.
Monday means no, that means tomorrow is Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday. Only
Okay,
one day.
Monday.
Only one day. Break is one day. Sunday break. Then you come on Monday.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Let's get back to Monday. Yeah, on Monday.
23rd of this month. Is that right?
Yeah. Exactly. 23rd.
Yeah, not far away. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the best. Take care. Okay.